Well, on that theme, we're going to Tuesday's Daily Mail now, and the Tory party could be heading to extinction if the current polls are to be believed, Josh. I mean, this is quite an alarming poll, this one.
This is an alarming poll, and I say this as a Labour supporter.
Yes.
Because you need a strong, healthy opposition.
Well, they're suggesting
a proper democracy.
the SNP.
And the SNP would be even worse than the Tories. So at the current polling, they would the Liz Truss's current party would be left with 48 seats, whereas the SNP would get 52 of the 59 seats. And look, the plus side of this is that at least it's going to stop people going on about Labour going into coalition with the SNP.
Yeah.
At least we can finally shelve that particular part of the conversation.
I don't know if I believe that poll. That seems highly unlikely to me. I would have thought. I mean, come on. The idea that the SNP would be the official opposition. I mean, if you know, I'm more likely that we would get. I think the Labour do a bit better than that, and maybe we'd get a hung parliament.
Well, yeah, the question is, can they win without Scotland? Tony Blair, I think, had such a big landslide, he won without Scotland. But even if you had some sort of coalition with the SNP, that's bad, but it doesn't necessarily mean proportional representation, which is another question. So the question is, what's going to happen to the Tory party? Will they be destroyed? What replaces them? And will PR come in? Because Farage is banking on PR coming in, then he comes back with whatever his new party is and wins.
If it is a hung parliament and Labour has to go into coalition with the Lib Dems, PR will probably be part of that.
Well, that's the question.
Right?
Now, Farage is banking on that. Now, some people on our side, like Calvin Robinson, I'm saying our side, GBNews people, have said we should have PR, but then people like Peter Hitchens said, no, we don't want PR. What we want is to destroy the Tory party. Others say, well, hang on, all these little parties like Reclaim haven't done well. But the argument is, no, the Tory party has to be destroyed first. And then the question is, what would come next? If this happens, I'm not saying it will.
You really want to destroy the Tory party?
Well, the thing is, I do, but the question is, what would come next? Because my side of things would say we want an actual Conservative party, right? But now the question is, would the majority of the public actually vote for that? And that's where you enter into Dominic Cummings' kind of vote leave start-up party, which is a sort of mixture. It's very pro-NHS, but it's anti-mass immigration. So what kind of party would it be?
Tell me this, Josh. Why are people so afraid of the idea of proportional representation? You know, there are plenty of countries across Europe where coalition governments do incredibly well, and this is. I
just wonder if we have got used to this kind of polarised politics now. Because for it to work, you need compromise.
Yeah, sure.
And that's something that we don't seem to have.
But that might be a step in the right direction.
Well, if it could actually be applied. But I just wonder if we have the political maturity for that, because there's so many of these issues that cross over.
But I wonder whether the political tribalism has been exacerbating the political immaturity, and maybe we need something. We need something.
The argument against it is Italy. You have 19 parliamentary parties. You finally get an elected leader after 14 years. If you think we have chaos, think about Italy. Meloni's the first properly elected leader in 14 because of their bizarre system, which is just a series of bargains, and no one's properly elected.
And I will say that Labour, believe it or not, aren't fragmenting. They've dealt with their nutters, arguably.
I mean, there's still quite a division within the Labour Party.
There's a few, but they have dealt extensively and also stopping their nutters.
Did you not see the conflict between Owen Jones and Jess Phillips, that little interview at the Labour Party?
Yeah, but Owen Jones, but she is a member of... and he is not.
They've dealt with their nuttier nutters. There's different grades of nutter.
But she's an MP. But what's been happening for people who follow what's going on online is, as the Labour are organising who's going to be standing in the next elections, they have been blocking the more nutty nutters from it.
But there's a lot of talk about the left wing of the party and the right wing of the party.
And they've been looking into people's their social media pass, and seeing them liking various anti-Semitic tweets, and they're actually stopping those people being part of the next election.
Final word on this from Nick.
Just to say, the point of this story, though, is that the Conservative Party don't represent most people anymore. That's why we do need change.